you are supposed to use to arrange them in order. And we said that they follow size should come first, color, and then material, the last one. We also gave examples of words that fall under size, and we said that we have words like big, words like small, large, huge. And then we looked at color. Of course, you know colors: yellow, red, brown, and all that. Then material. Material is we are talking of what is the noun you are talking about. Is made from what, or what is it made of? So we said we can have a paper, we can have plastic, wooden. We can also think of golden, metallic. If you don't say a metal table, we say metallic table. And then we gave examples. You also gave your own examples, and I gave you some work to do. Sharon, did you do that work?
Yes.
Okay, we want to mark exercise 1 on page 76. So Faith, you had not done that work, but do you have your old book?
Yes.
You can check unit 11. Check unit 11. The exercise is after. Check unit 11 after HIV and AIDS. The passage HIV and AIDS. The passage HIV and AIDS. After HIV and AIDS, the language practice, grammar, order of adjectives. Are you there, Faith? Have you seen such like?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have that exercise there. I want us to answer. Fill the gaps with the adjectives in brackets, the correct order. My father wore a dash jacket.
Teacher, my father wore a long black leather jacket.
A long black leather jacket. Long is going to fall under size, and then black is color, and then leather is material. The jacket is made of leather. Okay, number 2, he bought dash tablecloths. He bought dash tablecloths. We have white, cotton, and then white. Yes, Alexis.
He bought a white cotton tablecloth.
Very good. He bought a white cotton tablecloth. So white is size, and then white is color, and cotton is material. So, okay, Mutuma, how are you?
Hi.
So, now, those people whom I've muted, there is a lot of noise from your background. There is a lot of noise from your background. Rasmil, kuna huyo Shem, kuna huyo Faith. Kulikuwa na kelele. Sababu ukisikia saa hii kumetulia. So kama nimekumute vumilia na hiyo. So we have said he bought a white cotton tablecloth. So white comes under size, then white is color, and cotton is the what? Cotton is the material. Number 3, let's go to number 3. Then the child has a dash bottle. The child has a dash bottle. Sharon, give us your answer.
The child has a small brown plastic bottle.
The child has a small brown plastic bottle. I hope you are marking. You mark. The child has a small brown plastic bottle. So small is the size, then brown is the color, and plastic is material. The nurse held a dash thermometer. The nurse held a dash thermometer. We have glass, white, and long. Glass, white, and long. Yes, Lulu? Lulu, are you there? Okay.
White glass bottle.
Lulu, come again.
The nurse held a long white glass bottle.
The nurse held a long white glass bottle. So Lulu, number 1, we have said my father wore a long black leather jacket. You mark. Lulu, are you marking?
Yes.
Yes, mark. Number 2, we have said he bought a wide white cotton tablecloth. Then number 3, we said the child has a small brown plastic bottle. The nurse held a dash thermometer. We said the nurse held a long white glass thermometer. Halima put the money in the dash bag, red cotton, small. Alexis?
Halima put the money in the small red cotton bag.
Jab is the host.
Teacher?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Alexis, I said come again. Alexis, come again.
Halima put the money in the small red cotton bag.
Halima put the money in the small red cotton bag. Good. Number 6, Rob carried a dash container, brown plastic large. Onyando?
Rob carried a large brown plastic container.
Rob carried a large brown plastic container. He used a dash handkerchief. He used a dash handkerchief. He used a dash handkerchief. Small cotton yellow. Kezia Nyambura,
Yes.
give us the answer to number 7.
He used a small yellow cotton
So you read the whole sentence.
handkerchief.
Come again. Come again.
Yes.
Come again. Pardon.
He used a small yellow cotton handkerchief.
Good. He used a small yellow cotton handkerchief. This is a dash salt shaker. Tiny glass red. Tiny glass red. Lulu. Yes, Lulu.
This is a tiny glass salt shaker.
This is a tiny red glass salt shaker. So tiny is undersize. and then red is under color, and glass is under material. Omondi bought a dash bed, black, huge, wooden. Tuo?
Omondi
Yes, Tuo?
bought a huge black wooden bed.
He bought a huge black wooden bed. I saw a dash coffee table. I saw a dash coffee table. Wooden, large, brown. Alvin Mutuma.
I saw a large brown wooden coffee table.
I saw a large brown wooden coffee table. Those were the 10 questions that I gave out on Monday. Was it on Monday or Tuesday? So, how many did you get? Mutuma?
Teacher,
10 out.
9 over
10
10.
over 10.
10 over
Sharon?
10. I got
Nyando?
9 over 10.
10 over
Kezia?
10.
Kezia?
9 over 10.
Which
9 over
question did you? Which question did you wrong?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Teacher,
What was your answer in number 2, Kezia?
I mistaked and wrote wide cotton white.
We said material comes last. Material comes last. So we said you follow the order. Size will be the first one. So under side, you are supposed to put wide. Wide is the size. And then color, which is white. And the tablecloth is made of cotton. So wide, white cotton tablecloths. Shireya?
10 out of 10.
Lulu?
10 out of 10.
Alexis?
10 out of 10.
Munene?
Now so.
Munene, how many did you get?
10 out of 8.
10 out of 8?
10 out of 8.
Munene, are you in class? Can you hear me? Alvin Munene,
Yes.
are you in class?
Yes.
How many did you get out of 10?
8 of them.
Okay, Munene hataki kuongea. Now, we also had this passage on language checkup. The passage on language checkup. Yes? The language checkup. We had the passage on the language checkup. And Faith did not have a book, so she didn't do. We have Anita Nani. Is Ocheng in class?
Yes,
Yes.
but he's muted.
Oh, so. Rasmin,
Yes.
Excuse me, teacher.
mute yourself.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes?
It is on unit.
What are you saying, Faith?
It is on page.
No, I told you to check the unit.
Okay.
Unit 12. I said unit 12. But the passage we want to read, you don't have the passage. We are doing the language checkup. And the language checkup is not in your book. So you just listen. So. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's go through that passage. And I'll give you the second passage as your homework today. Let's go through that passage. The first paragraph, I'll read the first paragraph. And then when I mention your name, you read the next paragraph. So you are taught to read the passage below and answer questions 31 to 40. That day I had my mother get up very early in the morning. She made pancakes of tea and tea for breakfast. I was lying lazily in bed, unable to make up my mind on whether to obey my stomach, which was craving for the food, or continue sleeping. After all, it was a Saturday morning and I did not have much to do. Sleep got the better part of me, and soon I was in a dreamland. Yes, Nyambura, read for us the next paragraph. Kezia, Nyambura, are you in class?
I was in a beautiful sitting room. Yes.
Hebu soma. Aya, Kezia tumsikii. Sharon, some. Soma the second paragraph.
I was in a beautiful sitting room with lovely black leather seats. A glass of orange juice sat invitingly on a stool beside me. I lifted the glass to my lips. I was just about to take a sip when a middle-aged woman
I was in a beautiful
to the room.
Aya. So Sharon, you have read the second paragraph. Lulu, read for us the third one.
I don't have the new book.
Oh, you don't have NPP. Mutuma, read for us.
She walked towards me and stretched out her hands to shake mine. I recognized her. She was the governor's wife. I froze. I was in the governor's house.
Nyambura, read for us the next one.
How did I get here? I asked myself. As I lowered myself, not to knowing that I had moved away from the seat. I fell with a thud on the floor. I woke up to find myself on the floor beside my bed.
Alexis, read for us the next one.
Kieti, are you alright? Mother asked as she walked into my room. What are you doing on the floor? You have slept too much. Come, let's have breakfast together.
Neema, Kezia?
I got up quickly and went to wash my face. Then I went to the kitchen. No sooner had we sat down to take our breakfast than we had a gentle knock at the door.
Continue.
Are you Kieti's mother? A tall, dark man in a black suit asked politely. My mother
Onyando? No, you stop there. Neema, stop there. Onyando, continue from my mother answer.
My mother answered by nodding her head.
Mm-hmm.
Governor's security.
Onyando?
My mother answered by nodding her head. We are from Governor's security team. The man said, pointing to a group of people behind him. The governor is to visit your home to launch the rural electrification project. We shall take care of everything.
We shall take care of everything. Nani hajasoma? Wanderi?
No, and then he voted.
There was a lot of activity in our village. As promised, the governor arrived and came into our home. I had to pinch myself to make sure that I was not dreaming this time round.
Now, we have not even been told the name of the writer, but from the passage, this writer had already woken up before, but the mother was making pancakes and tea for breakfast. She was just in bed. She was still lying in bed lazily. She was unable to wake up because it was on Saturday, but at the same time, she was also feeling hungry. Now, as she continued craving as she continued sleeping in her bed, she had this dream. And the dream was about the writer sitting in a room with very beautiful black leather seats. And then it happened that there was a middle-aged woman who walked into the room. This man, the woman stretches towards the writer and to shake her hand. And the writer recognized her. This was the governor's wife. So after that, she realizes that in the dream she was in the governor's house. And the writer is asking herself, how did I get here? This is the questions that were ringing in her mind. And then she falls on the floor with that hand. Then she realizes that she was just but dreaming. But before she realizes this, they hear a knock on the door. And whom do they see at the door? The governor. And the security team from the governor. And then what do they say? They say that they have come for electrification project. So maybe we can say that this was a dream come true. But now she was not. The writer was not in the governor's house, but at least there were people from the governor's house who had come to their house. Now, what did Kieti's mother make for breakfast? What did Kieti's mother make for breakfast? Yes, Mutuma.
Kieti's mother made tea and pancakes
Mutuma,
for
your
breakfast.
internet is unstable.
Kieti's mother made tea and pancakes for breakfast.
Come again now. Come again.
Kieti's mother made tea and pancakes for breakfast.
Good. Kieti's mother made tea and pancakes for breakfast. Tea and pancakes. Why was Kieti lying in bed? Why was Kieti lying in bed? Was he waiting for a visitor? Was he tired and he did not do any work? It was a Saturday and he did not have much to do. He was a lazy boy who enjoyed sleeping. And you tell us where you are getting your answer from the what? From the passage. In number 31, we said you always underline when it comes to exams. But the number 31, we just got it from the first paragraph. You have been told that day I had my mother get up very early in the morning. She made pancakes and tea for breakfast. So you underline pancakes and tea, and then you put number 31 on top. Okay, above the line. What is the answer to number 2? Number 2, Sharon?
It was a Saturday. It was a Saturday and he did not have much to do.
Now tell us where you've got your answer from the passage, Sharon.
From the first paragraph.
Read for us.
After all, it was a Saturday morning and I did not have much to do.
So anasema, I was lazily lying in bed, unable to make up my mind on whether to obey my stomach, which was craving for food, or to continue sleeping. But after all, it was a Saturday morning. I did not have much to do. So we have not been told that this boy was a lazy boy. No, we have just been told that he was lying lazily there. But why was he still lying in bed? And it was already dawn. It's because it was a Saturday and he did not have much to do. Number 33, was Kieti really in the governor's house? Was Kieti really in the governor's house? Onyando, give us the answer to that.
Kieti was not really in the governor's house, but he was just dreaming.
Very good. He was not really in the governor's house. He was just dreaming. Now, where do you get that from the passage? Where do you get that from the passage? Look at which paragraph? 1, 2, 3, 4. How did I get here? I asked myself as I lowered myself, not knowing that I had moved away from the seat. Now, after that, Kieti, are you all right? Mother asked as she walked into my room. What are you doing on the floor? He had already fallen down. Because when he started dreaming, when he fell asleep and he started dreaming, after you have slept too much, come, let's have breakfast. So I got up quickly and went to wash my face. Now, when he's washing my face, before he sits down, they hear a knock on the door. And whom do they see at the door? Are you Kieti's mother? A tall dark man in a black suit said politely. My mother answered by nodding her head. We are from the governor's security team. So he was dreaming that he was in the governor's house, and here the governor has sent his people to come and inform them that they are coming to do the electrification project. So he was not in the governor's house. He was just in their house, but he was just dreaming. So he was not in the governor's house, but he was only dreaming. 34. Kieti's mother went to his room because, why did Kieti's mother go to Kieti's room? Nyambura?
Because he slept too long.
Which is number 34?
Because Kieti slept too long.
Okay, number 8. And why are you telling us that? Give us your evidence from the passage. He was on the floor. He had slept too much. She always woke him up for breakfast. He expected to find Kieti in the bathroom. Kezia, tell us where you have got your answer from the passage. Why did Kieti's mother go to his room? You have told us it's because he had slept too much. Kieti had slept too much. So where do we get that from the passage? Kezia Nyambura, I'm waiting for you. Kezia, are you there? Kezia is not here.
On the
Kezia?
on the
Who else can give us the evidence from the passage? Yes, yes, Sharon.
In the 5th paragraph.
In the 6th paragraph, read for us. Kezia, unmute yourself. Kezia? Kezia, unmute yourself. Okay, let's continue. So we are saying from the 6th paragraph. From the 6th paragraph, Sharon, read for us. Sharon?
Mother asked as she walked into my room, "What are you doing on the floor? You have slept too much."
What are you doing on the floor? You have slept too much. So maybe the mother was waiting for Kieti to come for breakfast and she did not see him. So he decides to go to his room and check, is he still sleeping? So he tells Kieti that you have slept too much. So Kieti's mother went to his room because he had slept too much. He wanted to go and check, is he still sleeping? Okay, number 35. What was the first thing Kieti did when he got up from the floor? He ran to the kitchen, he took his breakfast, he washed his face, he made his bed. Wanderi?
He washed his face.
Washed his face. Where have you got that? From the passage? Wanderi?
Wow.
Read for us the paragraph.
The 6th.
Read.
I got up quickly and went to wash my face.
Then I went to the kitchen. No sooner had we sat down to take breakfast than we had a gentle knock on the door. So immediately he woke up. Immediately he got up from the floor. He washed his face. What was Kieti and his mother doing when the visitors came? They were preparing breakfast, waiting for the governor, having breakfast, still sleeping. Alexis?
Having breakfast.
They were having breakfast. Who said they were waiting for the governor? They were not waiting for the governor because even the mother had no idea. The only person maybe who would have been shocked why he sees these men at their house or in their house is Kieti, because he was dreaming that he was in the governor's house, but the mother had no idea. So when these men came in, Kieti and the mother, they were just having breakfast. My mother answered by nodding her head. My mother said by nodding her head. Means that Kieti's mother said yes. She said no, she refused to let them in. He did not like the idea. Mutuma?
My mother. It means that she said yes.
It means that she said yes. Okay, number 38. Number 38. The governor visited Kieti's home to. The governor visited Kieti's home to A. Introduce the security team. Have breakfast with Kieti. Invite Kieti to his house. Launch the electrification project. Oh, Tuo, you are back. Yes? Yes, Tuo?
Launch the electricity project.
Launch the electrification project. Alexis, give us the answer to number 39. And that one is very simple. You get it in the second last paragraph. Tumesema hapo, my mother answered by nodding her head. We are from the governor security team. The man said, pointing to a group of people behind him. The governor is going to visit your home to launch the rural electrification project. We shall take care of everything. So the answer is from the second last paragraph. Why did Kieti pinch himself? Why do you think he pinched himself? Yes, Alexis?
He wanted to ensure it was not a dream.
He wanted to ensure that it was not a dream. Why? Because Kieti was already dreaming. Imagine you are dreaming that you are in the governor's house. Then when you wake up, you find some men from the governor's house at your door. So you'll be like, kwani, was this dream a true dream? Was it a true dream, or what am I seeing here, or am I still sleeping? So he just wanted to pin himself to confirm that he was not still asleep. Next question. Which of the following is the best title for this passage? Which one of the following is the best passage title for the passage? Kieti and the governor. The governor's visit, the launch of the electrification. Kieti in the governor's house.
Teacher?
Yes, Nyambura?
We can't hear you clearly.
Your network is very unstable. I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Kieti and the governor.
Kieti and the
governor's visit.
So which one is
governor's visit? The governor's visit. No, the governor's visit.
Oh, the governor's visit. Any other person with a different answer? Neema, what is your answer? Neema, yes, Wanderi.
The launch of the electrification project.
Wanderi is saying the launch of the electrification project. Sharon, what is your answer? Sharon, what did you take as your answer?
Governor's visit.
So the best answer is the governor's visit, because you see, we cannot take the electrification, the launch of the electrification project. We also can't take Kieti as the governor, because we have only seen Kieti as the governor in the dream. And then we cannot say Kieti in the governor's house. Kieti was never in the governor's house. He was only in the governor's house in the what? In the dream. Now, why are we not taking electrification project launching? They have not talked much about the electrification launch. The electrification launch only comes at the end of the what? The passage. And this guy says that the governor has said he will take care of everything. So we even don't know what took place after their visit. So we can just say the governor's visit. The governor's visit will be the best title for the what? For the passage. Any question? Any question? Who got everything? The passage? 10 out of 10. Wanderi, how many did you get?
9 out of 10.
So you failed the last one.
Yes.
And you, Shreya? Hata bado hujui. Mutuma?
I got 9.
10.
So which question did you fail, Shreya? Shreya, which question did you get wrong?
What was the first?
Shreya, tell us the number. I've not told you to read the question. Which number did you get wrong?
Number 32.
Why was Kieti still lying in bed? And what was your answer for that?
The answer was he was very tired and did not want to do any work.
Where did you get that from the passage? I've always warned, I've always said that every answer to your passage question should come from the passage. So where did you get that? You should be careful when you're answering passage questions. There is no place you have been told that Kieti was very tired and did not want to do any work. We have been told that it was a Saturday and he did not have much to do. So if he has nothing to do, then he can sleep. Onyando, how many did you get?
10 out of 10.
Which number did you get wrong?
I got 10 out of 10.
Oh, 10 out of 10. Good. Shame?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. You failed which number?
The last one.
Passage. The title.
Yes.
The title, we said you should take the answer that summarizes the passage. The sum that gives the summary of the passage.
Teacher, I can't hear you.
But I can hear you well.
Teacher, I can't hear you clearly.
Nyambura, I can hear you well. The problem is with you.
Yeah.
Your network is unstable. Munene, Alvin Munene, are you there? Alvin, are you there? Okay, I cannot hear you well, Alvin. I can't get you clearly. You are not clear. So if you got any question wrong, make sure you do corrections. Make sure you do correction.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
make sure you do correction. Make sure you do correction for any question that you got wrong. You are going to do the second passage as your homework. Kezia, Nyambura, can you hear me now? Lulu, can you hear me?
Yes.
Now, Lulu, you don't have a textbook, but you used to have a textbook. Where did it go? You had an English textbook.
I have the old one.
Now you have the old one. Okay, if you have now, what are you going to do? Because I want to give you homework. What is going to happen to you? I want you to read the second passage about chicken farming.
Yes.
So Kezia, you can hear me now? Kezia, can you hear me?
Teacher, teacher will send on her WhatsApp page.
I've said you do the second passage as your homework. So if you have Lulu's number and Jeremy Ochieng,
Yes.
or Lulu and Jeremy, you can take a photo of the passage and the questions and you send to them.
Okay. Teacher, I have them.
Yeah, you can take a photo of the passage and the questions and you send to them. So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't want to introduce another topic today. I want us to stop there. Then you are having your next lesson in the next like 10 minutes. In the next 10 minutes, you will have your next lesson. Anyone with a question?
No.
Is there any person with a question? Onyando, any question?
No.
Onyando, do you have a question?
No.
Have you got the instructions clearly?
Yes.
Sawa. Neema, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the work you are going to do. Jeremy Ochieng, unmute yourself, nataka kuongelesha kidogo.
Yes.
You don't have a textbook, si ndio?
Yes.
Kezia amesema atawatumia kazi.
Yes.
Is that what you have said, Kezia Nyambura, right? Kezia? Okay, Kezia Nyambura said she's going to take a photo of the work and then she will send it to you. Hiyo ni sawa nani? Ochieng?
It's okay.
Akituma ufanye hiyo kazi wewe na Lulu. Sawa sawa?
Yes.
Haya. So we are going to end our meeting right now. Bye.
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 Sawa, let me tell.
Bye, Chef.
Sawa, bye. Get the host to end.
Bye, Chef. Bye, Chef.
Bye.
Bye, Mtume.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.